Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to the warning at the Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania on May 7, 2022. This has been a lot of fun watching this show. We've seen 5 songs so far. We're going to do 2 more today. And those are going to be Choke and Money. So should be fairly high octane. We will stop in between to discuss our reaction to Choke a little bit before moving on to Money. Both these songs are barn burners in their own way, and favorites, actually, especially Choke. I really like the song Choke, but Money is also a big crowd favorite. This show, it seems like things are not going quite their way that evening, like maybe they're going through a few little struggles. You'll see why maybe as you watch the video, if you've seen the earlier ones as well. Just everybody's maybe in a slight funk. They've been playing several dates in a row at this point. They're probably ground down quite a bit at this point, but they have been putting on an excellent show. It does appear that maybe their backing tracks aren't working. We've observed that. I think in the whole show, it's kind of up for interpretation whether or not the backing tracks have worked at all. So I look forward to seeing what the story is here. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're still putting on a great show regardless, but it's just fascinating. I mean, it's a little bit rare. So with that, why don't we just move into Choke? I'll include the preamble, too. They have some comments ahead, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
All right. Loving this energy. Woohoo! Everybody, thank you so much for accompanying us tonight. It means the world to us. Especially after all the rescheduling, you guys are awesome! Thank you! Yes, welcome to the Mayday Tour. And I will be...
Who's spraying fog?
Totally honest with you guys, we made the mistake. We called Reading Reading. We're so sorry. We're sorry. Honest mistake. But now we know. Reading! I agree with you. Pow is crazy. He's not. I agree 100%. Thank you. Okay, this was for all of you. I won't say goodbye in the end. It won't matter at all. I'm sure I won't survive the fall.
Is Ale an alto?
Huh? Is she an
Is
alto?
Ale an alto?
Well,
She sings the low parts. That's all. I was just
yeah.
sort of play on words, but also.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
But also, she does sing like the low notes. It seems.
She's let me drown. She's right there. Yeah. So for her, that's a low register for sure. She plays. She sings a lot of parts down in that range.
Yeah.
So, a couple of interesting things here. First and foremost, I did hear backing tracks in this one. Finally. So, and there was over a minute there between the end of the last song and when they actually started, and it didn't really seem to make sense. So maybe Powell was actually trying to work on that situation. I'm not sure. It seems like it's not straightforward. I mean, right at the top of the show, you could tell there was a lot of interest going on around the Ableton, around the laptop. Not just Powell, but also one of the techies was over there. Good, though. It seems like it worked here. I heard the second guitar anyway. I noted Danny made a slight singing error, too, which is very rare. I mean, you might hear the occasional guitar mistake here and there with Danny, but actual vocal mistakes are pretty rare. So I'll take that to mean that there's some exasperation or something in the room. Like we mentioned earlier. I mean, we've got Ale with the hair in kind of a ponytail, which is pretty rare. There seems like there's a little bit of tension, going on. The performance itself was pretty strong, as usual.
Yeah, performance. To tell you the truth, I missed that mistake that Downey made. I don't know. Going
into the final bit, before Allie's part, she started to sing "Let Me Drown Again," but they were actually going to go into that part.
Oh,
where the go. Do 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 do. Breathe in. That whole part.
That,
It was just before that, so that's, I'm not busting her on it, but it just does feel like there's a lot on their minds or something's going on. Nonetheless, they're putting on a great show. So.
Oh, yeah. They still maintain a high level of excellence in their playing.
For sure, yeah. All right, well, why don't we check out Money now and see what happens here.
Right. hate that guy in the audience who was yelling above the band.
Oh yeah. Well, thankfully, I'm going to fix that with the audio. Yeah, later on. He'll be a little.
That's awesome.
He'll be less. You'll still hear him, but he'll be way back in the.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small room. This is still a period. I mean, it's the May Day tour, so this is even before, just before Error comes out. Yeah, I think Error must have come out very soon afterwards. Wait a minute. Warning, Error. I just want to know the exact date it came out. But it was right around this time, June 24, 2022. So it was still a month and a half out from dropping. So this is the May Day tour. So yeah, small venue. I do still think that there's something going on. I think I heard another little mistake going into one of the other sections. So I think that there's something going on. Maybe she's exhausted, honestly, because if I go and I take a look at the database, the tour database for the Warning, let's just take a look-see here. So they had gigs. Let me see here. This is May 7. They also had gigs on May 6, May 5, May 3, May 2, May 1. And 2022 is one of the first years where they start doing a ton. Actually, it is. It's the year they do a ton of gigs. 2022 is the one year where they broke 100 gigs in a year. 101 are listed here. Compare that to 2019, 34, or 2018, 27. And it only goes down from there. So it's an intense year, and they're kind of in the middle of getting into that groove. And yeah, 2021, they did 9 appearances. All right. So, if that's been your life and now you're playing and you've played how many gigs? It's just an onslaught of gigs when they weren't doing anywhere near that number of gigs. So I think that probably explains some of it. I think poor Danny is just a little, I don't know. I think she's a little exasperated. It happens. No one's superhuman.
It seemed like there was lots of energy on the stage.
And you've noted before on Money, especially in those Mexico shows that we saw in February, that usually when she gets to the, give me that, I want that.
Yeah.
She didn't do that here. Here it was very low key. So give me that, I want that, And
I thought it might have been later shows where she was like, give me that, I want that, bringing it up and everything.
I don't know for sure. It could very well be that she was just, exhausted on this night.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. Can anybody shed some light on this conversation? If you can, please leave your comments down below. We'd like to hear them. And if you saw them on any of these dates, because there are a lot of them in 2022, and we're probably going to watch other shows too from this particular string of shows. But it would just be interesting to know what was going on, because they were under some very intense pressure, really for the first time in their whole careers at this point. Yeah, we'd love to learn more about that if you have any info. In the meantime, let us know what you thought of this particular performance and this show. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget, we have Modern Rock Talk now, a second channel that has interviews on it. And we've got, 7 or 8 Warning interviews at this point up there. Go check it out if you haven't. And please subscribe if you enjoy what you see. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. And we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.